This is a training video on how to customize and format your stacking plan. So we've already entered all the data specific to our stacking plan, so what we'll do now is come over to Plan Display Options tab by clicking here, and we'll start from the left and move our way over. What you have on the left hand side here is plan data items. As you can see, these check marks here, square feet, name, suite, lease end, and gross rate actually corresponds to the data that we have currently inside the cells. What I'll go ahead and do is maximize this so we can see it a little bit better. So let's just say that we wanted to change up some of the data items that we see inside our stacking plan. Let's just say that we wanted to take out the tenant's name and add the abbreviation that we added in our tenants. We want to include bump and bump date, and we wanted to include security deposit and lease rate. Go ahead and check those, and now hit Save Plan and Format or press F5. And you can see that all the data changed inside of here. What you also have up here is called Plan Display Options. This can change the orientation of your stacking plan. Right now we're in portrait mode. If you want to go to landscape, you can choose landscape. And let's just say that we wanted to take out this bottom bar here. You can choose no legend, and that'll take it out. So we'll go, we've chosen these two, and hit Save Plan and Format or hit F5. And you can see that we're wider now, and our bottom bar is gone. So we'll go ahead and put this back to portrait, and we will bring our legend back and hit Save Plan and Format. And there you have it. What we have down here is Plan Default Color Scheme. As you can see, our standard, which is our default, is this row of colors down here. This corresponds to the expiration date of the particular lease for the tenant. If you want to go to grayscale, because you happen to be printing to a black and white printer, you can choose grayscale and hit F5. And that's what it'll look like on a black and white printer. This will actually be a dark shade of gray. If you want to choose a vacant scheme, this will actually dim the the suites that has actual tenant data in it, and it will highlight any vacant suites. So you can choose vacant and hit Save Plan and Format. So it basically leaves the data in these, but it kind of dims them a little bit, and it basically shows all of your vacant suites here. You can put it back to standard, and we're back to where we started. We have a custom plan color area in here, where if say for instance you wanted to take all of floor 2 and color this orange, let's say, you can make sure that floor is chosen, and you can put in a 2 for floor 2. Choose color, and you get this template. You can choose your color that you like, choose OK, and hit Save. And it took the entire floor 2 and turned it that orange. So let's say that we want to put it back now. We can just come up here, put in floor 2 per color scheme, which is up here, and hit Save. And it puts it back to the specific color scheme. Up here you've got the sizing area. So if you wanted to manually size the height of a particular floor or a particular suite, you can actually do that here. So what you do is you'll choose a suite inside the floor, and you can manage the entire height of the floor. And let's just say that we wanted to expand or shrink the width of this particular suite. You can bring it down or stretch it out a little bit. And let's just say that we wanted to make this font a little bit bigger, so it stands out on the stacking plan. You can choose this particular suite, and you can increase your font that way. You also have the option to auto size font and rows. If this is enabled, and you've got rows checked, and you set your font to a certain size, by hitting F5, this will actually go through and auto size the row and the font of the stacking plan. Now the rows are actually sized per the text that you have in here, and obviously it sets the whole thing to a size of 4, for your font. Now this looks very small on the screen, but it actually does print very crisp. So if you have a 30 or 40 story building, you actually do have the ability to get the entire thing onto a single page if you play with your fonts. So if you shrink this down a little bit and you play with some of the data that you're having show up in here, it is very possible. Here is where you can adjust your margins, and here's where you can actually put in a plan title and logo that's specific to your company if you like, and you can show it or you can not show it. Essentially, this is a run through of how to format all of your data inside of a stacking plan, and that's it. Thanks.